This year, the game will be played in Athens. And Auburn has won 18 times here. They've got a better record in Athens than do the Georgia Bulldogs. Nevertheless, it's the second game of our doubleheader on CBS, the Home Depot SEC. On CBS, the Auburn Tigers with a 6-3 record. The Georgia Bulldogs started 0-2. They've won 7 in a row. Good afternoon, everybody. Vern Lundquist along with Gary Danielson. Tracy will be along in just a moment. Let's give you the updated stats now. Many of you saw South Carolina prevail in its game against Florida. So as we kick off, Georgia with 1 loss, but they did lose earlier to South Carolina.
Last year with the 10 personal foul penalties, the questionable hits, the penalties, the punches, the suspensions. According to a Wall Street Journal report, out of 40 rivalries over the last 5 years, Auburn, Georgia is considered the nastiest. Can we expect another physical contest today? Well, Georgia tight end Aaron White thinks so. He told me we haven't forgotten about anything, but we're not dwelling on it. We have to control our emotions, and at the end of the day, something's going to happen. I think it's the team that keeps its cool and executes that will come out on top. We'll see, guys.
All right, Tracy, thank you. It is a crisp, clear afternoon. Early November, still 64 degrees, winds out of the southwest, and the forecast for mostly sunny skies. Auburn's brought the band up from Auburn, Alabama, and of course the Georgia band here as well as a full house. It will be. Got some folks who are a little late getting into their seats. Auburn won the toss. They have deferred the option, and Georgia will get the ball to start the game. The Bulldogs, losers to Boise State and South Carolina. They have come back with 7 in a row to lead the SEC, but as we mentioned just a moment ago, South Carolina did win their game against the Georgia Bulldogs. Brandon Boykin in his career 4 kickoff returns for touchdowns, 3 of them 100 yards each. Cody Parkey will kick off for the Tigers of Auburn, 6-3 themselves. All 3 losses on the road. All 3 losses to teams ranked in the top 11 of the current BCS standings. Boykin at the 6. Boykin to the 30.
Will they challenge the run game, or will they try to get fancy with getting out on the edge?
Up the middle? Ooh, I don't think so.
I don't know.
Oh, let's see. It looks like he got a favorable spot near the 39 or 40. El Toro Freeman was there to make the tackle.
Defended very well.
To the left and 1 to the right. Here's Murray. A lot of time. And not that much time. And he throws it away. It's caught. And he got something positive out of a near sack.
I think head referee Tom Ritter was ready to throw intentional grounding, but it's hard to throw intentional grounding when you complete the pass. Was the lament Gene Chizik gave us about his team keeping the offense on the field with penalties. And here it is again. It might be the same circumstance.
3rd down. Now let's see where the spot is this time.
Oh, yeah, I think he got it.
Yep. Murray pump fake, goes right side, double coverage, got it! It's complete to Malcolm Mitchell. That's the freshman who's back after a 3-game absence.
And you know, Murray was going to Mitchell the whole way.
Murray looking left all the way, got it. Tavares King, touchdown. Georgia's on the board.
Boy, when there's no room behind you, you wonder how you can get open by this much.
In the win against Ole Miss. On 2nd down, here's Mosley. Fires it, caught, 1st down. And right away, Emory Blake makes his presence felt. Him off the line of scrimmage. Mosley steps up, fires it out for Lutzenkirchen. Spin move.
God, he's so athletic, isn't he?
He really is.
You know, it's not for those type of H-backs. It's not that you have to be a 4-4, 4-5. It's how you can operate in small amount of space and how you can handle the football. I mean, this guy is comfortable blocking, catching the ball. Watch this one. Catches it one-handed, shifts it to his other hand. That is a skilled play right there. They want to substitute, they don't, and then he lets him snap the ball.
McCaleb is on the field. They fake it to him. Mosley goes deep. Blake is down there. Got it.
Got him
at
again.
The 10. Yes. Great fake. A 45-yard catch and a first down and goal. Mosley nailed at the 11.
See, there's the difference. Now, there's nothing against Clint Mosley. Nobody's Cam Newton. I get that. But Jarvis Jones can feel comfortable going in and tackling the ball carrier because they really don't care if Mosley keeps it.
For points, they have outscored their opponents 68-17. So they've not given up many points in the first quarter. Here's the reverse. Option pass into the end zone. That is caught for a touchdown. C.J. Uzomah threw it. Are you kidding me? And of course, Philip Lutzenkirchen caught it. His 13th career touchdown catch.
It isn't as if they completely fooled the Georgia defense, but it was executed perfectly. On the road, number 8 Arkansas on the road, number 9 Clemson on the road. They won at South Carolina, number 13.
Yeah. Here's Murray, screen, left side.
Oh, what a blur. That is an incredible play by Otero Freeman.
It was Crowell who caught the pass, and he had the thing set up in front of him.
I'll tell you, that is middle linebacker play in college football.
Thomas is still the running back. Murray got the first down. Orson Charles fights for additional yardage. Charles with his first catch of the day. Murray, the sophomore, 23 touch, 24 now. And here is Thomas, who's only listed at 5'7", 163 yards. Harton, I beg your pardon. It was Harton. 3:40 to go. Play action again.
Oh, another
man
pass.
Open again. Marlon Brown.
Back last week and got it tuned up.
On first down. Got a man, diving catch. Touchdown, Michael Bennett. Bennett is a redshirt freshman. Fake the reverse off the back foot. Got it, first down, plus. Ontario McCaleb has now caught a pass out of the backfield in 13 consecutive games. He has become a very important weapon when they go to the air.
Yep.
Back home in Mobile, Alabama, out of the NFL. There's Jay Wisner, number 84, who's on the field. Mosley caught and dropped. Avery Jones, number 93, with the sack. Lutzenkirchen goes in motion. Draw play, nothing.
That's that wraparound draw that you try to get that defensive line. Linebackers look at the quarterback. If you pass the running back, they usually say, okay, the draw is off. This is the time you wrap it around, and it did not work. The ball.
Second down after the no gain play. This is Thomas. Got a blocker at Tavares King, but before he can use the help from King, he's tackled by Nico Thorpe at the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 27. And offensively now, 10 runs, 10 passes. Thomas. Thorpe. Another big gain by Carlton Thomas.
Full uniform, bare feet. You don't see that all the time.
No, you don't.
Uh-oh. Ball down.
Crowell. I was about to say Crowell had not seen much action after he slipped and was tackled on the screen pass. And here is the fumble. El Toro Freeman recovers. All right.
Oh,
fumble in return. Auburn had only lost 3 fumbles all year. Now make it 4. Quaney Gathers recovered it.
Well, Dyer tried this pitch. He got too close to McCaleb when he pitches it. See, that ball's in the air for about 1.5 feet, and Gathers gathers it.
How about that? Second down here, 14-7. Little play fake. Get it out on the edge to Malcolm Mitchell. Brought down, but not until he got a huge gain. 16 yards. 3rd and 11. Murray being chased, gets around the corner. A lot of room. And he runs out of bounds near the 10 with the 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs of Georgia. Well, you see the graphic on Murray now in the midst of, toward the end of his sophomore year, and 0-5 against ranked opponents. And yes, Auburn is number 24 this week. Murray, oh goodness, rumbling to the end zone. Bruce Figgins. First touchdown for the senior this season.
Well, I tell you, Mike Bobo, when you call a play like this, and Auburn had to bust, they brought 2 linebackers from the same side. One of those 2 guys has to cover the fullback. Neither peeled off. That was a gift touchdown.
3 wide right, 3rd and 7. Oh, Mosley bobbled it. Fires it out, intercepted. Picked off by Bakari Rambo. Looks for a block. Got one. Touchdown, Bulldogs. There is a flag. I'm guessing excessive celebration. Emory Blake is top of the screen. Pump fake once. Mosley almost dropped it when he was hit from behind by Christian Robinson. He did hold on, but Robinson gets the sack.
I'll tell you, Georgia has the athletes on defense now.
Touchdowns already. Thomas 8 for 57. And Thomas getting a lot of playing time now. We've got no word that Crowell was injured. Crowell is back there right now. Murray. Tavares King did it again, didn't they?
You just have to do a better job than that when you're a defensive back. Sharvin Bell.
7.5 to go before halftime. Crowell. That should be a first down. Well, Georgia watching. Well, I don't think they were watching, but they certainly heard that South Carolina outlasted Florida earlier this afternoon on CBS. So Georgia in control of their own fate. They must win this, and they must win against Kentucky. And if they do, they will be in Atlanta as the SEC East champion. Rick said his team, he thought even in the aftermath of the back-to-back losses, Boise State and South Carolina, that he had the ingredients for a good squad if they stayed together, and they obviously did.
6 for 6 on 3rd down. This is their 7th.
Murray back up, got it again. Mitchell, touchdown. 4 touchdown tosses for Murray today. That one 25 yards.
And it's the same formula. Chris has really carved out a niche as a quarterback coach. He coached Cam Newton, got him ready for the draft.
It'll be 4th down. That's the sophomore Alec Ogletree. Missed 5 games with a broken right foot.
And Ogletree is one of the guys that Todd Grantham said can play inside or outside. Remember, they lost Ogletree against Boise State.
Bennett in the slot. Tavares King. Top of the screen, and Mitchell runs the deep route in the middle. Murray. Oh, my goodness. I'm not so sure how wise that was.
I think he just fumbled it.
Do you really?
I don't think he was trying to pitch this one.
Corey Lemonier is the guy who got there, and Aaron White, number 81.
Want to punt the football. Run it again. Punt it.
They're listening. So the first time now.
Auburn should take their last time out. They've got 1 left. It's 4-down territory. You got to believe that. Put 2 touchdowns up in these next 2 drives.
Mosley.
You got to get rid of the ball, Clint.
Jarvis Jones. And got a second chance. Sat out last year. Mosley, quarterback draw. Got him again. This time it's John Jenkins. Incomplete. Intended for Ontario McCaleb. It goes over on downs with 29 seconds to go.
Well, and with Malcolm Mitchell and Connolly and Bennett. And the way they, remember he told us in practice that Walsh and Bogatay made 59-yard field goals?
That's right. Murray will run it. Scampers out of bounds at the 42-yard line. They came on right after him, and he hit one from 59. Murray, watch out.
Behind.
Yeah, there's the fumble.
So they're right there. I mean, this would be a long one. It'd be, I guess they could try a 60-yarder right now if they wanted to, so they still have opportunities.
Murray, that's going to be it. Nothing went right on that one. So we've reached halftime.
But, you know, Vern, nothing went wrong either.
True. An explosive second quarter for Aaron Murray and the Georgia Bulldogs. Thank you, Tracy. Bruce Figgins, one of the touchdowns. That's the end of the half. 35-7. Let's go back to Adam Zucker in our studios in New York. First game played in 1892, 1898, and since 1898, the only interruptions in the games played in this rivalry caused by World War I, 17 and 18, and World War II in 1943. Moments ago, Tracy Wolfson with Coach Mark Richt. They attempt to come back, trailing 35-7. Here's Mosley to Dyer. That's a positive start. Michael Dyer with the longest run from scrimmage tonight. Brandon Boykin finally made the tackle. Lutzenkirchen sets up to the right side. Pressure is on. Mosley got popped as he let it go. Wow.
And that could have been intercepted for a touchdown again. Cummings. This is on a screen pass, so you got to get rid of it. Both ways. Look one way, throw it the other way, and oh, I'm telling you, this front 4, 5, 6, 7, that time it was Washington, and could have been another pick 6 by Cummings.
Move a few years ago at Georgia Tech when they won.
Interesting, no Isaiah Crowell to start the half.
White being chased. Oh my gosh. Oh wow.
Yeah, Murray's got to be careful. He's got to stay upright.
Darren Bates.
Yes, Darren. I mean, nobody there. Slide if you have to. You can't make it out of bounds. He's too valuable to take hits like that. You're trying to win the SEC championship. They need him to finish this thing off.
3rd and 7. Shot clock or game clock. Listen to me. Now it's 5. Oh boy.
Jeez.
Oh boy. Thomas Thorpe with the tackle.
I'll tell you that offensive line, Glenn, Gates, Jones, the left side. I mean, they're just gashing them. Gash you like that for 25 yards on that
Yes,
play?
it was 25. He's got 99 on 11 carries. Here's Crowell.
There you go.
A little hurdle, a little stiff arm, and a big first down.
Isaiah Crowell had to watch Richard Samuel do stuff just like that against Florida. Now that's a downhill tailback, given the play at the point of attack what it deserves.
4 seconds on the shot clock. Murray. Bennett breaks the tackle. Crowell. Well, he was suspended. He and 2 teammates were suspended for 1 game, and he apologized to the fans. I just want to say I made a mistake. It'll never happen again. Apologize to my family, fans, Bulldog Nation. Just want to come out and prove to the fans that they can trust me. It showed me what I had at stake and what could happen to me.
But run it downhill first.
And so
There it is again.
bingo twice inside the 10.
A light could be going on for this young man. Bro, do you try something else just to try something else?
Well, let's put it on the ground and come right. So now we'll have the field goal unit come on. Will it be Bogatay or Walsh? Gene Chiswick on the far side. Bogatay, who kicked 4 extra points in last week's win, will get a chance to try his first field goal of the season. He's a senior out of San Diego, California. Brandon Bogatay. Drew Butler will hold. Got it. 26 yards. Right down the middle. Nothing at the 25.
You know, how important is Michael Dyer to this offense, Vern? 31% of the total offense goes through Michael Dyer this year. That's the most in the last 10 years. The closest in the last 10 years, Kenny Irons in 2005, 29%. Georgia is stopping Dyer. 9 attempts, 26 yards. Thus, stopping the offense.
And now on 3rd down, Mosley in the spread has McCaleb back on the field. Low snap again, controlled by Mosley this time. And down the right side it goes. Is that Blake? Yes, it is.
Beautiful play.
Emery Blake, brilliant. Snap it quickly. 2nd down and 1. Dyer picks up the first down inside the. Oh, is there a fumble?
It came out.
There is indeed.
I think Ogletree came around the corner. I don't know if he got his hand on the ball or not. Over and over again.
Gates was a part-time starter, now full-time because Dallas Lee is gone. And look at Murray. Leans out.
And that might be the one, you know, another of the worry parts of this Georgia football team. Really, there's 6 offensive linemen they have. Ben Jones is the next tackle, the center, if they get an injury. Very interesting. What if they beat LSU last game? What happens?
Thomas, well, should they do that?
Everybody else wins out till then. They all just have 1 loss. Oh, my goodness. We go to the 7th tiebreaker.
And that's the highest BCA ranking, and there's a big however. If 2 teams are within 5 spots of each other,
which they will be,
yes, then the title is decided by head-to-head result.
And just think about that. Alabama has played the big two at home, LSU and Arkansas. LSU has had one on the road, one at home. Arkansas has to play LSU and Alabama on the road.
There's what Gary was talking about, 435. Crowell making quite a statement here in the third quarter. Followed Chris Burnett, number 68, the right guard.
And just remember, as defensive teams, whether it's Kentucky or Georgia Tech or perhaps in the SEC championship against LSU or Alabama or Arkansas, they're going to see this power running game.
3rd and 2 here, 10th play of the drive. Backs in the eye. It's Crowell, the deep back. He gets the handle and he fumbles again.
There was a blitzing linebacker on the play, and he tried to dodge and get the handoff at the same time, and he loses the ball.
Is in at tailback now for the Auburn Tigers. Here's a quick flip out.
Oh, man.
Boy. Oh, dear. Ouch.
You got to help your buddy.
Well, I'm just thinking now, you're the quarterback. If the wide receiver, you expose him like that.
Yeah, usually you would take the blame for that, but that was a screen, and his slot man has to block that safety right there to give the guy a chance. That's a quick pass. It should be a safe pass, and look what happened.
If they win tonight and win next week against Kentucky, we will see them in Atlanta. Here's Mosley. Knocked down. Christian Robinson again. He's had a very active ball game.
Remember, Robinson was hurt. Ogletree was hurt. I mean, they've got those guys back.
Well, with a fumble on his last carry, and Thomas is the deep back in the eye. There's a toss. Ogletree leads him around the corner. Thomas.
Boy, blocked so well. That's that toss that Georgia is famous for running, haven't they? Forever. You can almost, and this is not the size of Herschel Walker, but you remember the toss plays forever. Ogletree gets a great block, just cleans it up, and Thomas makes the great cut.
2nd down and 8. Crowell.
It's pretty impressive by Georgia. Now, maybe a lot of the spirit is gone from the Auburn defense, but they're basically running the ball now against a 9-man defense. 2 tight ends for Georgia, 1 wide receiver. Ted Roof is putting basically 2 safeties up there. They've got it loaded in the box, and Georgia continues to run the ball up front.
Overwhelmingly agreed they should not.
Put it to 78%. That's where I'm at, too, I think.
Crowell. Out of bounds inside the 10.
They really don't leave the state, you know. November 5th, home this week, home next week.
At Georgia Tech, Crowell
Don't leave the state again.
Touchdown.
Oh, he's quick, isn't he? He has some talent. When the light goes on big time for this guy, he's going to be a force.
It was Ogletree leading the way around the left again.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, Cody Glenn, number 71, he is a football player.
Watching the presidential debate.
David would kill me, but I think I'm going to watch Stanford, Oregon.
4th down. Got him. Mosley sacked.
And both those guys was that Cornelius Williams and Jarvis Jones. We just talked about them.
5th sack of the night for Georgia.
One from one side, one from the other. Wow, I don't know who got them. They all look big. It was inside. It was Avery Jones, wasn't it?
Oh, my goodness.
Sean Williams says, taking you down. Welcome back. I'm glad you're healthy, but the Georgia defense is chippy, and they're big.
It's been all Georgia since. Final 50 seconds. Malcolm. That'll be another 1st down.
Well, they should be too much for Kentucky, I believe. And Unless, barring a miracle, we're going to see this team in the SEC championship.
Georgia rushes for 305.
And remember just a year ago, it was Auburn that rushed for 315.
30 first downs. 8 wins in succession for the Georgia Bulldogs. 1 win away from returning to the SEC championship game in Atlanta. They get there with a victory over Kentucky next week. So for Gary Danielson and Tracy Wolfson, I'm Vern Lundquist saying so long from Athens, Georgia. Aaron Murray leads the way, 4 touchdown tosses. He's got 27 to lead the SEC. That's for the season. 45-7, the final score. The Chief Postgame Show is up next after these messages and a word from your local station. Good night from Athens.